Good morning students, welcome back. In today's lecture, we are going to learn very important topic. The name is Green's theorem. Let's start. Green's theorem states that the line integral of f around the boundary of R is same as the double integral of the curl of f within R. So let's try to understand this statement. So I have vector field here, and in this vector field I took some region R, capital R. So around this region I have defined some curve, capital C. Okay, so as you know from our previous lecture how to find this length of this curve, integral C f bar dot dr. So this circle represents it's a closed curve, isn't it? So you know how to get it for this closed curve along the curve by using this formula integral C f bar dot dr. You can find the length of this curve, or maybe work done along this curve, we will find it out. So it is equivalent to when I am taking inside, there are some points. At each point when I am taking the curl, that is del cross f bar at each point. You know the meaning of curl, it's a rotation, right? Rotation at that point. The measure of rotation at that point, that will becomes your curl f bar or del cross f bar. So all these tiny little bit rotations at every point within this region, when you are adding up, thus that will be equivalent to this double integral of R 2D curl f dA. Why I am mentioned here 2D? This Green's theorem is only applicable for two-dimensional. Okay, so curl f, even I have vector field f, here f bar is, we are just taking f1i plus f2j only. We are not taking the kth component here, right? So you can think in that way. This will be equivalent to your length of this curve. So let's see the statement, mathematical statement, how we are representing. So we are taking the counterclockwise circulation of a field, vector field, f bar is equal to mi plus nj, because we are taking on the xy plane, let we assume. So in that case mi plus nj around a simple closed curve C. So same thing I am defining in the plane, which is equals to the double integral of curl f dot k over the region R enclosed by C. See here I just multiplied curl f dot k, because this rotation, when it is rotating at some point, that is the orientation in the kth direction. Let you take right thumb, okay, and you just close your fingers and you assume that it is rotating towards thumb direction, right? So now here let me take to find it out del cross f bar. As you know, formula is ijk. Okay, in the second row we will write dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. In third row I have here m and n, and p is not there, so it will be 0, because we consider in two-dimensional, right? So this is your del cross f bar in this case, ijk, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, mn, and 0 is there here. So if I find this for this del cross f bar, what I will get it, the det of that value is dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y into k. We will get it, because this kth component will get the non-zero, the remaining two will be 0. Just to find the det of this. So we got up to this, when you find del cross f bar for two-dimensional, we will get this component. This component is nothing but your curl f, then when you take n, as I said, always curl function orientation in the normal direction. So here it is upward direction. So it is on the plane, xy plane towards z direction. So I have to multiply with k, so with the dot product. So curl f is up to this dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y k dot, this k, one more is there, so k dot k value is 1, so we will get this term dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y into this dA is nothing but change at tiny plus each small region, that is dx dy. dA, you know, change in area on xy plane is dx dy. So I hope you understood this, how you got this. If you write curl f dA or del cross f dA or dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y dx dy, this is also same meaning. Let us see on other side how you got this result. So as you know, integral C circle f bar dot t ds, which is the definition of your line integral. This line integral I can write it up in the vector form, like integral C f bar dot dr form. So means we have f bar, which is your vector field. So this is your vector field. This is, we are taking with the dot product dr. So here dr means what? Dr means idx plus jdy plus kdz will be there. Here we are considering only two dimensional. Therefore dr is equal to idx plus jdy. idx plus jdy, when I multiplied idx plus jdy, when I multiplied jdy, this if I multiplied with this vector field, that is mi plus nj, so what I will get it, I dot I value will be 1, so I will get it m dx plus n dy. So it is simply the notation integral C f bar dot dr, when you both multiplied, we will get integral of C m dx plus n dy in two dimensional. Because we are considering the whole problem for Green's theorem, the whole statement we are considering in 2D only. So anyway, this line integral will tells you that counterclockwise circulation. This double integral, whatever we are finding here, this is curl integral, because inside everywhere at each and every point we are making circulation. How much curl is happening at that point, that is what we are measuring. So let's go to in details of this theorem. So I have the region here, okay. Previously this region I represented with capital R. Now I made it into two regions, okay. So in that case, let you give the numbers, let you give the curve names. C1 for the first region, second region is C2, okay. Second region curve name is C2, first region curve name is C1, right. So now if I want to find it out, integral C1 f bar dot dr, so I have to take counterclockwise direction. In this way I will go ahead, isn't it? So my direction is this direction, right. So for C2 also I have to go for clockwise direction only. If I go for clockwise direction, this is our direction, isn't it? So now if you see in the middle, one is going opposite, one is going with the other region in opposite direction. That means in the middle line, that will be both are in opposite direction, like this here how it is representing. So both are in opposite, that integral will be gets cancelled. So in the middle this integral will be gets cancelled. Indirectly we are getting only outside of this curve. So which is equivalent to what I am trying to tell you, integral C f bar dot dr, I can make it into two parts, that region into two parts, okay. So even though if I find along those curves, those curve's results also will be equals to integral C f bar dot dr. So now if you see here, I made the same region into 4 parts, R1, R2, R3, R4. So for each region, I am just giving some name, curve name, C1, C2, C3, C4. So if you see outside, every time you have to take counterclockwise direction. Okay. So if you see inside, all are going in the opposite direction. Suppose I have this curve C1. So curve C1, I have to take it clockwise direction. Sorry, anti-clockwise, nothing but counterclockwise direction. If I go in this direction, if I take another one, that is also I have to go to in this direction. So one is going opposite to the next one. So inside these arrows, opposite arrows tells you that both are going to be cancelled. So only the outside region is going to be remaining. So in that way also you can find your integral f bar dot dr. Previously we went along the curve, we made it as n number of equal parts and we got the result in our previous class. Now in this lecture we are taking some closed curve, so that's why it's we will see in different approach how we are finding the integral f bar dot dr at that curve. So what I am doing, I am making this into ck times, means I am taking that many parts inside. So k is equal to 1 to n integral of ck f bar dot dr. If I adding all together, so the little line integrals cancel out along the cuts within the region R. All region, in entire region inside, those integrals are going to be cut because those are going in the opposite direction when we are evaluating the integral. So only outline will be the remaining. Okay, so in this way also you can define your integral f bar dot dr, right? So that is already you know it, not to go in this way, but why we are explained, that will help you in our next slide. Let's see. So as you just approximated up to ck times, at ck this is some small element, small region which is let us assume smallest area rk, area of rk, so one element. So in that rk, let me assume one point is there, that is xk yk, right? So for at this point what is happening, as you are observed, we are finding the length of these curves. At this point also it is going to be taken the rotation, isn't it, at point xk. So at any point if it is taking rotation, that we can consider as a curl. If you are taking this as a curl of, it is in two-dimensional, curl of at this point, if you are taking the rotation, so and multiplied with that area, okay, so that will give us, after curling and change in that particular area, how much fluid is changing. If you consider, so that will become your double integral of 2D curl of f dA. So what this represents? It represents, if we are adding all together, it will be represents your single integral of f bar dot dr. Just now we explained here, and this, when you zoom it at each point, we will get this much. Okay, so this is in the two-dimensional region, so we have to go for along x and y axis. The change when you are finding in that region, double integral of this inside, what is that function? So that is curl f bar dA. I hope you understood this. If you are not understood, again you just from starting onwards you listen this lecture, you will easily understood what is the key point behind this theorem. Okay, so the key point is here. I can take the counterclockwise circulation along the curve. If I find it out, integral c m dx plus n dy, it will be equivalent to, at each point when you are curling, okay, when you are finding inside the whole integral by applying the double integration, by doing curling. Curling is very important. At each point that curling will be changed. Right. So that will be, you know how you got this curl f dot k. So dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y dx dy. So this is your formula. You have to be remember. I will clear all these so that we can easily understood. See, this formula is very important. We are going to use in our problems. Up to this is enough. Integral c m dx plus n dy, it is nothing but your integral c above dot dr. Along the curve you can find the length of the curve or maybe work done. This will be equals to, inside when you are integrating with the curling, that is very important, means it is simply taking the fluid is rotating around the boundary. Finally it is rotating around the boundary, because the inside the region whole integration is going to be cancelled because of the rotation, right? So that is what we explained here. Please go through it, and let's see with some examples to understood this Green's theorem. Usually in our exam they may ask you verify Green's theorem by providing your vector field. They will provide directly or indirectly. Here directly, integral c m dx plus n dy. So this is of the form, this is your m dx, this is your n dy. So means, see what is our formula here. This is our formula, integral c m dx plus n dy. So in this form they will provide problem, and where c is the boundary of the regions bounded by x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, and x plus y is equal to 1. So these are very simple lines. X is equal to 0 is nothing but your y axis, y is equal to 0 is nothing but your x axis, x plus y is equal to 1 means this is your straight line, x plus y is equal to 1. Okay, right. So now we have to find it out. On other side, verification means both sides LHS is equal to RHS we have to show in our theorem statement, isn't it? What is our theorem statement? Integral c m dx plus n dy is equal to double integral of r dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y dx dy. So now I am finding right hand side result. To find your right hand side result, we consider m and n. So here in the given integral only we have m and n. So first m you have to do with respect to y, and n is with respect to x. Okay, then we need to find it out, this term dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y, because it is there in our formula. So once we subtracted, we got 10y here. So double integral of dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y dx dy is equal to 10y dy dx or dx dy, no problem. So how we will get the limits here? See, have you remembered how we evaluated the double integration? We need the limits. See, suppose here this is the line x is equal to 0, this is the line x is equal to 0 y axis, and this is the line x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 line may be here. Okay, so in between x equal to 0, x is equal to 1, and y is entering here. Okay, this is called, you may be remembered, we'll call this as a vertical strip. So rotating from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 1, y is entering at y is equal to 0 and existing at y is equal to 1 minus x. Because we have x plus y is equal to 1, this is the line that I can write y in terms of x. So y is entering at 0 to existing at 1 minus x. So if you take one limits as a constant limits, other limits you have to write in terms of other variable. So I am taking x limits as x is equal to 0 to 1, which are constant limits, and y is equal to 0 to 1 minus x. So that means it's a vertical strip starting from x equal to 0 and up to x equal to 1. It will be rotated. This total region will be covered. So I hope you understood. Otherwise, you please go back and do some problems in our multivariable calculus, what we discussed in our previous semester. Okay. So I will not take much more time to explain this. Please go back and try to understood those topics. We discussed about double and triple integrals in our previous semester. Okay, that is required here. So it's very simple. Then of course integrate this with respect to y, then after that with respect to x, apply the limits, we got the result. What we done till now, we find the double integral of this. Okay, so now we'll see along the curve we'll approach. In what direction we have to take it? Counterclockwise direction. This is one direction. C1 now I am taking. So equation C1, what it tells you, y is equal to 0. If y is equal to 0, dy is 0. So in that case, x is varying 0 to 1. So x is changing 0 to 1 and y value is 0. So change in y is, there is no change in y, that's why dy is 0. Of course, derivative of y, when y is constant, derivative of y is 0. So similarly, this is your C2. Okay. So the line is y is equal to 1 minus x. So then if I change in y will be equals to minus dx. So here I am considering, so this line x is changing where to where? X is starting here, x is starting 1 to here, x is going to 0. Okay, on this line y is equal to 1 minus x. On this line x is starting at 1 and x is reaching to 0. Similarly, this is your C3, nothing but x is equal to 0 line. So therefore dx is equal to 0, and in this line y is changing 1 to 0. Y is changing 1 to 0. Okay, so be careful while taking these limits because we are finding along the curve. Okay, so now we have here three curves. So we made it as integral c m dx plus n dy as integral c1 m dx plus n dy plus integral c2 m dx plus n dy plus integral c3 m dx plus n dy. Okay, so these three integrals we have to find it out. So at each place we have different values, that you should be very careful. So along C1, what assumptions were taken? Along curve C1, equation C1, y is equal to 0, dy value is 0. Okay, so we will substitute here y is equal to 0, dy is equal to 0, and if you substitute in these places, we got integral 0 to 1 3x dx. So that value is 3 by 2. So the next integral c2 m dx plus n dy. So at this place, okay, c2 means this is the line, y is equal to 1 minus x. So what we have to substitute? In place of y 1 minus x, dy in place of dy minus dx. So I am just doing the same thing. In place of y I substituted 1 minus x. In place of dy I am substituting minus dx. So that time the whole problem will be in terms of x. You integrate it and will get the result. So if you take the C3, okay, this is the line C3. So along C3 x is equal to 0, dx equal to 0. So wherever x is there you substitute 0, dx value will be 0. So those two you substitute in this integral. In the remaining you keep as it is and integrate, we got minus 2. So all these three integrals, when you are adding up, along this curve, integral c m dx plus n dy, you will get it. That value is minus 5 by 3. So while double integral in our previous slide here, when you are double integral with the curl function, we got minus 5 by 3. So here when you are going along the curve also, we got the same result. That's why both are same results, hence the theorem is verified. Let's start next problem. So this is again in the form of mdx plus ndy. We have to apply Green's theorem for this. We are given the curves y is equal to x and y is equal to x square. Y is equal to x, which is the straight line passing through origin. Y is equal to x square, which is parabola on y axis, isn't it? So you can see in the graph. So now, as you know, this is m and this is n. You compare this with your Green's theorem formula. So we'll get this m we have to do with respect to y, n we have to do with respect to x. So just take the difference. As per Green's theorem, we need this term, curl of this indirectly. So with dx dy you have to integrate. Once you got this term, that is x minus 2y, and I'm just 1 minute. Okay, same thing we are taken here, x minus 2y, and see again here we have to get the limits in this region, double integral, how to get the region. So it is as it is again, x, if we see we have 0 0 is one point and 1 1 is another point of intersection. So let us assume x is changing 0 to 1, x is changing 0 to 1, then y is entering here, y is entering at x square, y is existing at y is equal to x. So we are taking x as a constant limits, x is changing 0 to 1, y is in terms of x. So the lower limit is y is equal to x square, it is entering and existing at y is equal to x. Okay, and that's why you are taken vertical strip, and if you are covered this whole region, so that will be covered the whole region, that will becomes your area, isn't it? So you know this procedure, please go ahead. If you are not understood, please go back and read it, those what you learned in our previous semester, right? So x equal to 0 to 1, and see it is very simple. First you have to do with respect to y, then with respect to x, and you integrate it. We got this double integral value is minus 1 by 20. Now the next time is we have to do the same problem with respect to along the curve. We have to find it out. So I have, this is some curve. Let me take first curve name is C1. That curve name is y is equal to x square, means parabola I took it. So if I differentiated, I will get it dy is equal to 2x dx. This is just information we are considering. So then because y is varying, so the next line is here, this line I consider parabola, y is equal to x square. So in that case, x having constant limits, okay, x is changing 0 to 1. Similarly y is equal to x. So that time when y is equal to x, x is varying 1 to 0. Let us see how it happens. So what I am trying to find it out, this whole region in this orientation, okay. So this is your counterclockwise direction. Again I have to come back from there to here, isn't it? So this is called counterclockwise direction. So C1 is your parabola and C2 is your line y is equal to x. So the limits are that time for C1, of course, when you are differentiating, y is equal to x square, so that we have dy is equal to 2x dx. So in place of y I can substitute x square, in place of dy I can substitute 2x dx, okay, because whole problem will be in terms of x. Of course x is varying 0 to 1. Here limits are, for x limits are 0 to 1, so that very easily we can evaluate it. So this we can get it. And C2, the straight line. So why you are taking the limits from 1 to 0? Because of orientation here. You see, you have to start from here to here, counterclockwise direction. So y, x is starting at 1 and reaching to 0. Okay, so that if you take that limits 1 to 0, and of course y is equal to x we have to substitute, and in place of dy we will substitute dx. In place of mdx plus ndy in our original equation, what is our original equation? In this equation we will substitute y is equal to x, so dy is equal to dx. I will get this result. Okay, so then as usual, just we got this result for by adding C1 and C2. These are the two curves here we consider. Adding of all these two curves, we will get it the total length of this curve or something, whatever the physical representation, that we will get it here. Okay, so along the curve, if you find it out the integral, and double integral of curl also the same, right? Next, so verify Green's theorem for the scalar line integral f bar is equal to x square minus y square plus 2xyj over the rectangular region bounded by these lines x equal to 0, y equal to 0, x is equal to a, y is equal to b. See here, so they are given this vector field, we can multiply this with a dr, means idx plus jdy. I will get this mdx plus ndy form. So here m is your x square minus y square, n is 2xy. So now they have provided this is bounded in this region, so x is equal to 0. Here we are taken the four lines as per their given information. X equal to 0, y is equal to 0, x is equal to a, y is equal to b. All these four lines we consider. So as you know, at each line, let me take some names for these lines. So equation to C1, that is y equal to 0. Equation to C2, x is equal to a. This is second one, third one, and fourth one. Please you can identify here the notation C1, C2, C3 and C4 in the figure. So as you know, when it is changing, when the line x is equal to 0, then dx value will be 0. That time y is varying from b to 0. Like that, for each curve there is either x or y is varying, the other one is becomes constant. Okay, so this type of problem we did in our triangle. See here, we done here in our first problem. We have to go for two more sides. So you please go through this, and if you are not understood, just post a message in our WhatsApp group. Okay, right. So what I am trying to tell you here, these are the four lines, so that I just represented I is equal to 1 to 4 integral Ci. Otherwise we have to write it up this 4 times, like C1 x square minus y square dx plus something like that. Up to 4 times you have to write it up. That takes unnecessarily waste of time. So just you can represent this with the summation I equal to 1 to 4 Ci. Okay. So please go through this, and you will not get any doubt, I hope. The reason is these are very simple. We have here m and n, so you should find dou m. So dou m by dou y, that is nothing but my. This is another notation. Nx means dou n by dou x. So we'll just subtract nx minus my, so, right? We'll just subtract, and we got this result. See here, because it's a rectangle, both limits are constant limits. X is changing 0 to a, y is changing 0 to b. So directly, because these are the constant limits, we can separate it and we can integrate directly. You can multiply and we will get the result, isn't it? So this is your integral value. Hence, of course, we repeated here. We repeated the same thing here, so this portion is not required. I will remove when I am giving PPT to you. Okay, this portion is repeated again. Then anyway, once we got 2ab square, let you check this with your line integral also 2ab square. So both are equal, that's why theorem is verified. Right, so this is a very important result. Usually we will apply while finding the areas for maybe ellipse or circle or whatever in the plane region. Okay, any regular shape region, you can find it out very quickly. Let us see here. Apply Green's theorem to prove the area enclosed by the plane curve. So they are given this m dx plus n dy. You think in that way. So x dy means this is n dy, right? So just compare this with this m dx plus n dy. So here what is m value? M value is minus y, n value is x, isn't it? So by Green's theorem, I can write this as nx minus my dx dy. So if I did the same thing, what I am going to get it? 1 minus of minus 1, nothing but double integral of dx dy. You know the meaning of this double integral of dx dy is nothing but your area of any region, plane region, isn't it? So particular region they will provide. So to get the curling in that particular region, always you can use this half into x dy minus y dx. This is exactly equivalent to your A. So LHS represent always the area of the region in the simple closed curve. So this particular results will help you while finding your region, maybe in circle or ellipse something. You can go to some case textbook. There are certain examples. Please do based on this particular property. This is also a similar way as I discussed in question number 4. I was given 4 lines here. So along the line you can go ahead and you can evaluate the integral. And of course here in this problem, let you try to understand. They are asking about evaluate. Okay. So if they ask you about evaluate, only RHS side is enough. Need not to find LHS side. Means along the curve if you reach, it will take lot of time and time consumption as well as calculation part will be more, right? So when they ask verify, you have to prove both left hand side and right hand side. When they ask only evaluate the things, simply evaluate right hand side. That's enough. So that is what we are doing here. Integral C m dx plus n dy, which is the formula, double integral of r dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y dx dy. So we have m and we have n, right? So just you find it out, dou m by dou y minus, dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y, that is x, right? So your given integral will becomes see, because it's a it is these are the lines, so x is changing minus 1 to 1 and y is also changing minus 1 to 1, isn't it? So we have constant limits, we can integrate separately. This result is become 0. So instead of finding along the curve, if you apply the double integration for this curl value dou n by dou x minus dou n by dou y, we are getting very simple way. This is the advantage of Green's theorem. Okay. See how you got in a simple way you got the result. This is 0. Alright. Okay, thank you. I hope you understood with these problems, and you also please do some more problems. I was given for you homework, and you try to attempt all these problems, and if you have any doubts you can post in our WhatsApp group or in some other platform. Clear all your doubts. Thank you very much.